Hope is the spark that refuses to die, even when life feels heavy and the night seems endless. It doesn't live in fantasy. It lives in the daily choice to believe tomorrow can be better than today. Franklin proved that hope is action, not wishful thinking, by showing that preparation creates opportunity. Lincoln carried hope through loss, failure, and war, trusting that the future was worth the fight. Hope is the quiet fire that keeps you moving when every reason tells you to stop. A life without hope is like a road without direction, a ship without a compass, or a heart without rhythm. Franklin once said energy and persistence conquer all things, and in that, we see hope as fuel. Lincoln lifted a divided nation by reminding them that the storm of division would one day give way to unity. Every generation has its shadows, but every generation is carried by those who refuse to surrender to them. Support this project by liking, subscribing, and sharing, so hope can reach more people. Hope is not blind optimism, it's disciplined vision. It looks at ruins and sees what can still be built. Franklin practiced this by reflecting daily on his virtues, hoping for progress more than perfection. Lincoln hoped for a restored union even when blood filled the fields, because he believed the cause was greater than the pain. Hope bridges today's trial with tomorrow's triumph, showing us that even ashes can give rise to new life. True hope is tested in fire, not in comfort. Anyone can hope on clear days, but real hope shines when storms hit. Franklin knew this as a young printer starting with almost nothing, yet believing every page printed could open new doors. Lincoln knew it as a man who lost elections, buried children, and faced a fractured nation, yet still carried hope for justice. Hope doesn't avoid pain. It simply refuses to let pain win. Despair is loud and convincing. It whispers that your labor is wasted, your dreams are foolish, and your voice is too small. Franklin would remind you that lost time never returns, so hope redeems every moment you still use well. Lincoln would remind you that character is forged not in easy victories, but in the hope that endures past defeat. Despair locks the door, but hope quietly finds the key. The hopeful are never truly defeated. Hope is the foundation of resilience. Every comeback, every rise after a fall, has hope at its root. Franklin's life was a long pursuit of growth, not perfection, powered by the belief that each day mattered. Lincoln's leadership was fueled by hope that liberty was stronger than chains, even when battle after battle suggested otherwise. Hope turns wounds into lessons instead of permanent scars. With it, failure becomes a teacher instead of a master. But be careful, false hope is dangerous. Franklin warned against idle dreaming without effort, because hope without work is nothing more than illusion. Lincoln never relied on words alone. He tied hope to principle, courage, and action. Real hope doesn't sit and wait for harvest without planting seeds. It takes the plow, rakes the ground, and believes that sweat today will turn into fruit tomorrow. Hope spreads like fire. When you sit with a hopeful person, your own spirit lifts. Franklin's gatherings of thinkers in Philadelphia grew from shared hope for a free and better world. Lincoln's words at Gettysburg turned grief into collective hope, proving that death on the battlefield could still birth new freedom. Your hope isn't just yours. It strengthens everyone around you. Hope multiplies when shared. Hope and patience go hand in hand. One keeps your vision alive, the other keeps your endurance strong. Franklin believed small, steady steps built great results, a lesson in hopeful patience. Lincoln held a nation together through years of stalemate, fueled by hope even when victory looked impossible. Hope without patience burns out. Patience without hope is empty. Together, they make you unshakable. Hope is not fragile poetry, it's solid ground. Franklin's inventions, mocked by some, survived because he believed they mattered for the future. Lincoln endured endless criticism and threats, yet hoped to complete the work of liberty. Hope doesn't deny danger, it defies it. It's not naive, it's brave. and it makes ordinary men capable of extraordinary endurance. Think about your own life. When was the last time you let hope guide your steps instead of fear? When did you believe in something bigger than your doubts? Franklin would tell you that the best day to start is today, not tomorrow. Lincoln would tell you that real hope requires action, not just words. Your hope must live in your choices, not just in your thoughts. Hope carries responsibility. To hope for freedom means to fight for justice. To hope for peace means to sow forgiveness. Franklin taught that small, steady effort shapes the future like drops carving stone. Lincoln believed government must serve all people, not just some, and held hope for a nation where liberty meant more than words. Hope without action is like dreaming with closed eyes. Hope changes how you see the world. Failures look like lessons, delays feel like preparation, and struggles feel like growth. Franklin turned setbacks into opportunities, treating them as teachers rather than enemies. Lincoln turned division into a chance for rebirth, believing that even brokenness could lead to unity. Hope gives meaning to pain and purpose to sacrifice. Without it, everything just feels heavy. Hope humbles us. It admits we don't have it all figured out, but we can still move forward. Franklin practiced humility by confessing faults while still hoping for growth. Lincoln admitted his own limits, but leaned on faith, people, and principle, hoping together they could achieve more than he ever could alone. Pride says the story is finished. Hope says the best is yet to come. Hope is not just for leaders. It belongs to everyone. Franklin's rise from an apprentice to a statesman was powered by hope and hard work. Lincoln's rise from a log cabin to the presidency was carried by hope that honesty and perseverance still mattered. Hope is not reserved for heroes. It belongs to the common man who refuses to quit. Hope directs our daily choices. The hopeful invest instead of waste, build instead of destroy, forgive instead of resent. Franklin built libraries, institutions, and communities because he hoped knowledge could uplift. Lincoln declared freedom for the enslaved because he hoped justice could triumph. Each act rooted in hope shapes history. Each small choice you make waters or withers the seed of hope in your life. Hope is also a discipline. It must be trained, guarded, and renewed. Franklin's journals helped him stay focused on progress rather than perfection. Lincoln's quiet reflections gave him strength to carry hope, even while surrounded by despair. Hope isn't automatic, it's cultivated. Neglect it, and it dies. Feed it, and it becomes a shelter for you and others. Hope doesn't erase grief, but it refuses to let grief write the last line. Franklin lost a child. Lincoln buried his sons, yet both chose to keep moving. They understood that sorrow can deepen vision if it doesn't consume you. Hope lets you cry, but then wipes your tears with purpose. Hope allows pain, but turns it into compassion. Hope allows loss, but makes it legacy. The hopeful person isn't blind to evil. He knows darkness exists, but also knows that light refuses to bow. Franklin negotiated with kings while hoping for liberty against all odds. Lincoln fought secession while hoping for unity, even when the nation was bleeding. Hope isn't ignorance, it's defiance. The hopeful are not blind, they're courageous. Hope pulls you into the future. It tells you your work matters, your life matters, your faith matters. Franklin would remind you to use each day well, because wasted time kills hope. Lincoln would remind you to live with malice toward none and charity for all. A hope that even enemies can become brothers. Hope is tomorrow knocking on your door. Will you answer it or hide? Every day gives you two options: recycle fear or practice hope. Franklin's daily virtues were his way of practicing hope in action. Lincoln's resilience in defeat was his way of holding on to hope in failure. Hope isn't an occasional mood, it's daily bread. Without it, your soul starves, no matter what else you achieve. Hope grows stronger when shared. Words of encouragement feed it, while words of doubt starve it. Franklin's press printed ideas that gave people hope across nations. Lincoln's speeches turned sorrow into shared courage. Your words, too, carry power. Speak life, speak hope, and watch it multiply around you. Hope is the cure for despair, the answer to fear, the anchor for character. Franklin knew that wasting hope was wasting life. Lincoln proved that hope can hold a broken nation together. Hope is not a luxury, it's survival. A hopeless man is already defeated. A hopeful man is unbreakable in spirit. So rise each morning with hope in your chest and determination in your steps. Franklin as wisdom and Lincoln as courage remind us that hope is not just an option, it is a duty. Guard it, live it, and share it, because it will carry you farther than wealth, power, or position ever could. If this message lifted you, like this video, subscribe, hit the bell, and share so Franklin and Lincoln's voice of hope can reach many more. Your tomorrow is waiting, and hope is the key to open its door.